Hey everybody, Andy's free guitar chart videos here today. I'm doing a little quick one or two segment lesson which can be looked at as a continuation of yesterday's lesson, or it'll be a lesson on its own. I'd like to get these lessons up, so it might be wiser to put them up individually. And what I want to do is, yesterday um, we were working on taking a long pattern into a short pattern going up, and I realized I didn't really make it obvious. Okay, so we had two situations here. Let's just look at this one first. We're not going to be doing it in fifths, except when we go up in fifths. We always go up in string shape fifths. Okay, so we're going to be taking a long pattern into a short pattern. So we would start with, say, the 5, 6, 7 long pattern. So here's our basic long pattern: 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can be split into three separate S1 string shapes, okay, which would be the S1A, 5, 6, 7, which would lead into a root, right? So we've got 5, 6, 7 roots. So now it's going to be a little quicker. um, so my guitar is tuned to a C guitar, so it's C, F, B flat, E flat, G, kind of a funny G, and C there. Okay, so what we're doing is you can also use this as a lesson that will show you how to implement the dots, because if you have a dot, it could be any member of 7 scales, right? It could be the root, it could be the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, or the seventh. So in this same way, okay, so with that said, so we have the dots, the G dot, the A dot, the B dot. When you put your finger on, let's say, the G dot, now your G dot is going to be a third off of the fret, not a minor third off the fret. Now my G dot up here is a minor third plus 2 whole steps. Okay, has to be going up. Remember, when you down tune something, such as the B string, when you down tune it, you have to go up one. You down tune at 1 fret. You have to go up 1 fret to reach the same interval as the other strings. So similarly here, I down tune my guitar. So this is our C, and then therefore the dot that's usually on the minor third, which is the root position for the G position, is now 2 whole steps above that. So this is my G dot, the red note. Red is always my G. So if we look at that G dot here, so you can look at that G dot as being different scale members. You can look at it as being a root, okay, and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is actually use the C dot down here. So if that was a root, it would be, in yellow is the C note here, see? So let's do this. Wow, it's hard to believe 4 minutes has gone by already. So we haven't scratched the surface here, but we have. So here's the long pattern, okay? And what we're going to be doing is extending the long pattern in certain instances, but we're also, and I didn't cover this yesterday, and this is why we want to do it. So remember, we're going to be looking at this as individual string shapes. I've just listed them, and oftentimes I found it better when I list string shapes, and these are string shapes, but they're long pattern string shapes. Okay, it's better to list them as if they were a pattern anyway. So these, A, the fifth of A is E, the aug fifth of E is C. Okay, that kind of thing. Fifth of G is D, fifth of D is A. So that, but we're looking at them as individuals now. So we're going to take the 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to add the root to complete the G string shape, the 6, 7 root string shape. So that would be here 6, 7 root would be in the key of what? In the key of G. So this is the real deal G. Your real deal G. If I put Mr. Capo on there, we'd have that real deal G down here. Okay, so it would be 6, 7 root like that. That would be the G. So I don't know how I got into that. So individually, we're going to be looking at the root 2, 3, which is the S1R, and then we're going to make it a double extra long by adding the fourth and completing the D string shape. Okay, and then the 4, 5, 6, the S14 is relatively unchanged. It's because it goes into that A string shape by itself. So the 4, 5, 6, E is the fourth of B, so it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7 root. There's B. B is the blue note. So let's look at it. I'm going to do it from C, and what I want to do is explain to you that we still can use these long patterns, but we're going to use double shorts for the minors. Okay, we're going to use double shorts for the minors, and here they are. So we got to zoom out enough to get this on the screen. This is important, why it's in the same gray box. Okay, but we want to look at it right here. So here's a stack of 4 double shorts. And double shorts is the kind of thing you might wear if you were in trouble. And you know, but I'm sorry about my corny jokes there. So 7 root 2, 2, 3, 4 is the ED string shape. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 is the CA. And when are we going to invoke these? We're going to find out. Okay, so here we're going to start it. We're going to look at C. Here's C. So I have an E-shaped C down here. Why? Because we started with an E-shaped E, and I down-tuned my guitar. Okay, so I have an E-shaped C here. So if we look at that C as the root, we can go root 2, 3, and then into the fourth, which is from up here. It's probably the easiest way to do it. Root 2, 3 into the fourth. But now, okay, instead of doing like just the long pattern, which would be root 2, 3 this fourth, so it'd be root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. We're not going to use the long pattern more than one string of it. And additionally, we're only going to use one string of the double pattern. So we're not going to be going up a double pattern because look, these notes are doubled. 6 is doubled here, 4 is doubled here, okay, and 2 is doubled there. We're not going to be doing the caged ladder. We're going to be taking one of these strings and then going up the rest of the way. So if we start with C as the third, we go 3, 4, 5, 6, all in one string shape. Okay, so that would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so C is the third of E flat, so the sixth of E flat would be C is the third of A flat. Okay, so the sixth of A flat would be the F there. Okay, so we're going to start a new segment in a little bit, and we'll start this again. And then we're going to go up from there. So we're going to start with the 2, 3, 4. So we'll go 3, sorry, not 2, 3, 4, the 5, 6. So we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, and then take the A straight up.